Jesse English. And the first court-sider, left-hander. Jesse is a lefty, 6'3", 220 out of Kingsbury, Texas. And has had some major league experience. He is coming in here to pitch the 7th inning. His numbers show him to be not good. Well, his numbers aren't good. 8.76 earned run average. This 11th appearance, 12 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 10 strikeouts, 7 walks, 245 average. So I'm not sure how that earned run average got that high, because the rest of it doesn't really necessarily support it. But he's going to see what he can do here, facing the bottom of the order and the top. Here again's Ira.
Thanks, Greg. 9, 1, and 2. Liebman, Langerhans, and Landman, the 3 L's. And Liebman in the booth. There's a 4th for you. Lucas. It's all coming together, isn't it, Greg?
That's unbelievable.
Swan's a strike on the outside corner. You get a chance. I want to welcome in any of the Bridgeport fans, family, friends, and voice of the Bridgeport Bluefish, J.J. Duke, does not travel with the team. He's listening to the game right now, so I know the fans and family of the Bluefish probably looking in. Glad to have them, as well as the rest of you aboard here. We are the Atlantic League. We are all one, so nice to have both teams, friends and family and fans aboard. 0-2 here to Lehman. This one is strike 3, so Lehman out on 3 pitches. Well, pretty good night. He is 2 for 4. Called a great game. Top of the order, Ryan Langerhans, who actually got out last time up, struck out in the ball. He did not too pleased about the final strike call. He's been hit by a pitch. He has walked twice and scored 2 runs. He's doing his job from the leadoff spot, been on base 3 times. A little bit more about Jesse English, originally from Oceanside, California. It's our Rancho Buena Vista High School in California. This one is a little bit low. Ball 1-0. Last year split time between Bridgeport and the Mexican League. Did pretty well for Reynoso in the Mexican League. 3-1 with a 3.32 ERA. This one fouled back 1-1. For Bridgeport 0-2, but a 2.66 ERA. For Bluefish in 2012 as well, 3-0 with a 3.40 ERA. Originally drafted by the Gents. 2002 in the 6th round. Lefty on lefty here. This one is a little bit inside. 2 balls and a strike. With a 5-run lead here. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Sugarland. 1-7 and 1 for the Bluefish. They just were swept in the first meeting by the Bluefish and split the last meeting on the first end of the road trip that they just got back from. Split first 2 games. Split the doubleheader. 3-1 now the count here on Langerhans, bidding to get on base for the 4th time tonight. Seen Jesse English a lot lately. This one is into right field. There's a base hit. Langerhans on base for the 4th time. It's his first hit of the ball game.
Extends hitting for this club now. That's what, 10? Or we reached
11 hits.
That's 11, yeah.
Linsep's Chase Lambert also having a good night. He has doubled, singled, flied out, and struck out. 2 for 4 with a run scored. Switch hitter batting here from the right side for the first time tonight against the southpaw Jesse English. First pitch high and outside, 1-0. Langerhans with a short lead at first. J.R. Tolles came up like he was ready to fire down there. English mentioned drafted by the Giants, also spent some time in the national system. Not as high as AAA in the Nat system. Was in 2010 with the Syracuse Chiefs, went 2-1 with a 5.03 ERA. In fact, that year, interesting year for him. He started out in the Gulf Coast League in rookie ball, up to AAA, and then made it to the big leagues before the year was over. 7 games with the Nationals. Probably recovering from an injury. We sent him down to rookie ball, and then felt he was healthy up to Syracuse. And obviously healthy enough to spend 7 big league games in the big leagues. 1-2 the count here to Lambert. This one is swung and missed. Strike 3. I think it was a foul tip. It was. Abbott down. Second time he has struck out. Second out of the inning. And Delwyn Young will step in. Young is becoming one of the tougher outs, in not just for the Skeeters, but in the Atlantic League. Is on fire. He's got 2 RBIs again here tonight. 23 in all now gives him the team lead. Passes Travis Scott, who has the night off. I guess that's what happens when you get a night off. You get passed. Switch hitter will turn around about here from the right side as well. Back-to-back switch hitters for the Skeeters. Another reason I like this in the lineup. Back-to-back switch hitter is always nice. Kind of hard to play matchup. Gary Gaetti flashing a few signs across first base to Ryan Langerhans. Langerhans has not stolen a base in a while. He's got speed. Long look in here by English. They're going to set up away here. The 1-0. This one is in the dirt. Pick up there by J.R. Tolles. Take a look in on how Langerhans has done in the stolen base department. Just 1 out of 2. It's really amazing. This team that stole 160 bases last year has 13. And even worse, that the Skeeters have stolen 13 bases and they've been caught 10 times.
Yeah, the lack of power and the lack of speed both have really hurt the offense, and that's why, great reason why they've had basically a lack of offense.
This one is a bit low. Oh, we call that a late strike. Wow, that's as late as it gets. 2-1 to count.
Got a college situation a few miles away at the Houston Regional, where Rice hosted. Texas defeated Texas A&M tonight 4-1, so Texas moves on to the
this one off the mitt, and going down to second is Ryan Langerhans. By the way, new catcher in the game. It is Billy Gonzalez. So Skeeters aren't the only ones who carry 3 catchers. Well, one of their catchers, Luis Rodriguez, is also the hitting coach. So, or just the coach, I shouldn't say hitting coach. A 3-1 the count. Runner at second, 2 down. Skeeters are leading by 5, 6-1 here in the last of the 7th. This one, a strike on the outside corner. Another kind of late call by Augustin. Usually the late type.
Tolles may have left the game because of the foul ball that he took in the last inning.
Perhaps.
Because he's actually due to lead off in the next half inning, so usually wouldn't want to get his bat out there.
Yeah, pitch was fouled off here by Delwyn Young. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count remains. Rusty Ryle on deck has been on base twice with 2 walks. English gets the sign from Gonzalez. They're going to set up away here. Again, the payoff pitch. It's going way high and outside and off the mid of Gonzalez. That's going to be a wild pitch, I guess.
It has to be. That high and wide.
Langerhans now down to third with 2 away. And that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walks tonight by Bridgeport pitching.
Got another college score of interest to people in this Houston region. Over in Baton Rouge, Houston leads LSU 9-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Winner of that wins and goes into a super regional.
Roy Corcoran won't be too happy. Originally signed as an undrafted free agent out of LSU by the Montreal Expos. One steps Rusty Ryle. He went to Oklahoma State. He has walked twice, struck out, and fly down. Batting .255, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. Ryle stands high in the box. You don't see a lot of guys sit high in the box. Usually, a lot of guys deep feel they can see the pitch a little bit longer, that split second. But then there's guys like Riles who feel they can get to a pitch, like a curveball, before it breaks. It's usually the bottom knuckleball. This one is drilled down the left side, foul. And nobody knows really which one is better, especially with the knuckler. Stand up in the box, grab it before it breaks, or stand deep in the box after it breaks. I always remember Bob Uecker's line. He said it's easy to catch a knuckleball. Just wait till it stops rolling.
catching it, he's right about that.
The 1-1. Remember seeing a lot of the catchers used to wear a bigger mitt for a knuckleball pitcher, and you don't really see that much anymore. I know
they still have slightly bigger gloves, but they outlawed the really big ones that you're thinking of. That Gus Triandas wore for Hoyt Wilhelm, and
Luis Polonia was the biggest glove I'd ever seen. That thing looked like it was 24 inches. One swung and a missed strike, too. Pretty good fastball there by English. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, runners on the corners. Scooters are up 6-1. What it is, do you know what the legal length of a mitt is?
it's in the rule book, but no, I can't throw it at you. It was, fielders' gloves have a certain size they can be. Outfielders used to be cheating on that.
This one just misses outside. English thought he had strike 3. He'll have to go back to work. I thought it was 17 inches.
That sounds right. That sounds right. And that's for a, I think that's for any fielder's glove.
So is that different for an outfielder?
I'm not well, the outfielders are the ones who used to wear the oversized gloves.
Payoff pitch here to Ryle. This one is down low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded, which has been a common theme tonight for the Skeeters. This is the 9th walk of the night for Bridgeport pitching. Back-to-back walks here. That'll bring in Nick Stavinoa. Stavinoa having a great night. He has singled twice, walked, and had a sac fly RBI, and his 2 RBIs on the night. Here comes Pat Aher, who's wearing himself out tonight. Now this visit to the mound brought to you by our good friends at Texas State Technical College. If you think about visiting college, visit Texas State Technical College or visit them on the web at tstc.edu. The bases all loaded here for Stavinoa. I don't know if the Skeeters really need a knockout blow, but get it right here. Take a look at the numbers on Stavinoa with the bases loaded here. 226. Nope, correction. 333. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch here by English. This one is low and away. Bridgeport Bluefish pitchers have had trouble finding the strike zone, to say the least, here in this game. The 1-0, this one in the dirt. Here comes Langerhans. He's going to score. And there is your insurance run. Brought to you by our good friends at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Texas Farm Bureau members get free tickets to Sugarland Skeeters games in August. Visit your local agent's office to learn how you can become a Texas Farm Bureau member today. 8 runs now for the Skeeters. It is an 8-1 lead.
Skeeters have a real good wild pitch offense in play tonight.
7-1. A little ahead of myself. This one drilled to center field. Coming in is Simmons, and he'll flag it for the final out. Skeeters get another run. They're up by 6 now, 7-1. We go through 7 innings of play. Skeeters extend it. Final run. They're up by 6 over the Bluefish.